Hey everyone, it's Molly. Come on in. Um, this is a project I'm going to work on today. It's actually Father's Day. It's 6:30 in the morning, and my husband just left to go golfing for the day. So I'm gonna take some time to myself and advantage of the weekend. So what I have is when I yesterday went to the Goodwill. I was at Salvation Army when I found the vase that was in one of my previous videos. But yesterday, and to preface this, my surfaces, depending on the size and quality of them, I like to pay around $5, $6 at the most for. And I found this for $4 at the Goodwill. It was $3.98, and it's a very sturdy wooden box. This is the front of it, and it said "Find joy." Find. I can't read it anymore. Life, it's delicious. Oh, enjoy. Life is delicious. But I don't know if there was supposed to be a drawer in here or not, but it doesn't matter to me. I think it'd make a good storage place. If you think about paintbrushes up here or supplies, I mean, you could even put like your waxes in here. Heck, maybe I'll keep it when we're done. Or, you could put down here, you could put your, if you put your waxes up there, you could put your Inca Golds in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could probably fit 6. The size of this is 8 long by 16.5 wide by 6 tall. So it's a pretty decent size. So where I started this morning, and it had these, I'll never get them back through here. But anyway, it had these twine ropes, which I liked, but I removed them. First of all, I don't know who had this last, where it came from, and whatever. I'm going to put something new in there, and it's jute, actually. I always call it twine. But I have some of that and about the right dimension that I'll go ahead and put in these holes. So, this is not done yet. It needs another coat of spray paint. And I was trying to go over these because we're covering them up, but that didn't work out so well. This one just fell off. So I will, I have to go do that other coat. But in the meantime, this is still a little tacky, so it needs to dry a little bit. Let me show you what the theme is going to be. And let me move my camera down. Bear with me, guys. See, that swivels, and it's so annoying. Oh. Okay. I've never worked with it this close, but that'll be okay for right now. So, thanks for bearing with me. So, I found this digital download. What I was thinking to do with the box was, I think I already mentioned, make it an artist box, a creator's box. So, in this image, it's fun. It has so many different colors, and it's kind of a organized desk, but a little messy because of the style of the drawing. And I just love, come on, work with me here. Getting my thumb. The detail in it. Sorry, it's not the best shot. So I wanted this to be the theme, and then I pulled. Hold on, we're going back up a minute. Then I pulled some Cernet metallics. Actually match the color scheme of this the best. So I have all these to work with, and the only problem is that this box is going to take a ton to cover it. So I've been debating, do I decoupage or print this image on the sides and only do the front and back in clay. But I think I want to try and do the whole thing. The only issue is this is the only Cernet metallic I have in this color, and this is the only Cernet metallic I have in this color. I have plenty more of these. So I was thinking for this one, do I mix it with some, what color is this one? Yellow, ochre. I don't know how to expand this, so maybe I'll put some ivory in with it, so you still get the metallic. Yeah, I could do that. Still have my ivory one. These are really close. That's what I'll do. I'll mix those together to get more out of it. So far, that's the plan, right? We don't know until we know when we run into something. Okay, so that's the start there. And then I also printed out some other pieces, and I took the, these are 1-inch glass cabochons, and I use, glossy accents, and I put just a little bit, well, I put too much, honestly, on some of these. They're all over the place, but they're dry now, finally. But I put some on the back of the glass, and then I'll use it as a tile. And I think those will be cute. And then this one was printed out bigger, so it'll be a little bit more abstract. And I love this. And I'm thinking I want to do some of that gold foil and paint it with these colors. And then I have this one and this one. So, you know, basically the next steps are going to be that I cut these out. Whoops. Oh, trust me, I drop them all the time. I have yet for one to break. Watch, it'll happen right now. So once it's dry, I just go around the edges of it, and then you've got your cabochon. Isn't that cute? So that's what I'm going to do when I go back off camera. I'm going to finish painting the box, but we're not going to wait for it to all dry. Oh, let me show you on the box. Here, hold on. I'm going to do this. So yeah, so John's golfing today, and we have a smoker, and I promised I'd do ribs and chicken, but I bought a rotisserie chicken. So I could just heat it up in there instead of cooking it. Because they're so cheap. They're $6 something at Sam's Club. And I got short ribs instead of regular ribs. I don't know what he's going to think about that. But I wanted to try it. Because I'm hosting 4th of July, and ribs are cheaper than beef right now, so I don't know if I want to do burgers. Okay, so, you can't, I'm so up close now, but I'm not going to put you through another seizure while I back up. But I was thinking, so this is the top part before this down here. And I was thinking to do this. Oh, I also did these. So this will be a circle shape. And I'll put it right in the middle. And then behind it, okay, it's just can't see it too well. I'm going to, well, we could do that right now. I want to see if this works. And I'm going to start in the middle where I know it's going to be covered up. Hold on. Because I thought I had... Yeah, Celestial. I think this is what I meant to grab. So I am going to put some black and white checks in here. So I'm going to put this on now so this starts drying. But you're only, I'll show you in a second, you're only going to see the corners of it. And like the very, very edges of the sides and the top and the bottom. Ah, crud. And I have some black tiles that I have cut already that I want to do the same thing on, so after it bakes. So let's back up one sec. So I took my cookie cutters, right? And that's this one. And then, oh, it's on the bottom. I had this, which will go right over the picture beautifully. And I cut this guy out to that. When I baked, I remembered to put down, excuse me, these are ceramic tiles I have. Then when you do that, they come out nice and flat. Okay? So, that'll go here. We'll glue the picture on, cut it out, glue it on, and then this will get glued to the piece. I think that'll look good. Because there's a lot of gray in here, and I wanted to tie it in. Because I'm not going to use gray as a color unless it's doing this. Okay? So that's where we are for right now. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to finish cutting out the cabochons. Maybe I'll do this part and start rolling out. Well, maybe I'll wait for you because I want to use my new stamps I got. But I do have to roll out all this clay regardless. So I'll probably see you in 3 hours. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, but just briefly because I'm trying to work ahead a little bit. I jumped a little too far ahead. So what I did was I took my, I took my weld bond, okay, and I glued the round clay disc to the back of it, and then I cut it out with just regular scissors, and then I took the weld bond again and adhered it to the background that I want. So this will be the centerpiece. I also took my Stays-On black ink with this that needs to be replaced finger dauber, and went around the edges. I wanted to have a little bit of a scruffy look like the drawing on the inside does. Then, and I'm not touching this because I took my resin. Okay, I keep this brush in foil because it doesn't dry out. Okay, unless it's cured. And then I put my decor I'm upside down again. I still gotta get used to this. Decor UV hard resin. Okay, it does not smell. And it's toxic free. So the one thing I missed, if you guys watched my UV Resining 101, this is UV Resining 102 because I guess I was in a hurry or something. After that, I take my heat gun and I put it up to a number 5 or 6, as hot as it goes. And I do not put it on high. Put it on very low. Okay? And I'm just going around and around and around. And you will see the bubbles, if there are any, disappear in front of your eyes. This brand is very good about not having a lot of bubbles. However, I do still get some, and I get little teeny tiny ones. Okay, so I did that for a hot minute before I even came on camera. So now I'm going to put this in my UV light so it gets cured. I haven't done much else, but the box I've finished, oh my gosh, spray painting the whole thing. I think I did 3 or 4 times in certain places. And then everything's going to be covered, so I'm not going to go over that with paint. And I'm afraid if I do the inside of the box, just because I tend to be a little sloppy, it might not look that great. So if I seal it, it should be fine. Okay, so that's this part, and then I'll be back with our next step. Okay, I'm back. New landscape here. So I decided that I want to do some black and white stripes around the top here and then the square down here. I want the tiles to go all the way to the edge up here. So this is the front of our box. This is the top. This is the front. So what I did, I'm just going to do one side with you. Well, I'll explain what I'm doing with the other sides in a minute. So this is Folk Art chalk paint. I love this chalk paint. I kind of did some on the gloss enamel paint that they have, but they're my favorite when it comes to chalk paint. The reason I'm doing chalk paint for the base layer is because it really goes down well and tends to hide what's behind it. So, and I love it, and it dries like super fast. And then I'm going to my go-to, the DecoArt Americana acrylic lamp black. Okay, this is the right color to use if you want to do checks or stripes. So I'm going to do this one side with you. The other thing is that I'm using a Zen Z73CB. It is a flat short, and it's pretty stiff. I mean, it's soft, but it's very structured, and that'll help me stay in the lines. And I do this all freehand. That's really the only way. Once you learn to do this, it's not that hard. So I'm going to just start. I think I want my corners to be black. So I'm just starting down here, and I should only need one coat of this. Oh, darn it. I'm going to have to clean that up. So I measured. All I did was measure what was halfway. And then I took this, when you do rub-off transfers from Primo or IOD, whatever, they give you these sticks with them. And I love the width of it. So I used that. So, but I was marking the middle here and here, which I'll need to paint over, because I used a pen and not a pencil. Pretty smart, huh? Oh, well. You gotta have that attitude sometimes. And the tiles are gonna cover up the top of this and the bottom of this. So, don't freak out if you see me like, oh no. This way. Always gotta try and keep your hand out of the paint. Can you imagine with me how long it took me to learn that lesson? Yeah. Oh well. It worked out. This is how you're supposed to do it if you do checks too. And this is going to add such a whimsical feel to this. My other items, and it's just my style too, I tend to be so serious and like vintage and dark and mystery, and you know, this one I want to kind of do the, kind of make it work like that, but not to the point where like it's no fun. I think they're all fun, but I think it's up to our creativity and our imagination, oh shoot, how we make the fun out of it. I'm going to really pick my arm up here. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So, get my sides done first. Fill her in. Okay. Now, I am not going to have you sit through the rest of what I'm doing. This needs to dry. I have to clean my brush. But that's, you know, how it's going to look. And I'm not going to set this down on here, but we'll tile out from here. So I think it's going to look good. On the sides, I had a concern here. I splattered paint on it. Super duper, Molly. But that's okay, because I'm going to paint the whole top of this above, because I don't want to work around where the jute twine needs to go back in. If you can see those holes, there they are. I'm going to paint the whole top of this side white, same on the other side, and then I'm going to do checks, because I have enough room to do checks. And then that way, it's all painted, and wherever the jute twine goes in, it goes in. And then that also allows me to just have this area that I'm going to have to tile. Okay? So, I haven't even rolled out my clay yet. But I want to finish painting first, just because, you know, everybody has their own process and their different method. This is just mine. I want to get this done so I can get my centerpiece in the middle and have it start telling that story that'll help me when I'm trying to do the tiles and the clay. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let me tell you what I've done, other than not even touching the clay yet. Seriously. I painted our front, right, with the stripes like I wanted. And then this will be our centerpiece on here. And then the rest of this up here is going to be all of our colorful tiles whenever, you know, I get those made. And then I went around the bottom as well. Now, I also did the sides and the back. It took me quite some time because I was hand painting these. They're not the best work I've done, but they're fine. They look good. And then just made sure the holes were colored in. Now, I had when I do my checks, and if you guys want a lesson on this, you have to message me on Facebook or put it in the comments. Any time you want to learn something that I am doing that you want me to dive deeper into it, you got to let me know, and I promise I will do it. You can ask anybody. I've had a few of them, and there's a few videos I've done because of questions that I've been asked. So don't hesitate, please. I really screwed up. I got it crooked. And then I came down a little bit too far because I decided that was too far. But what I'm doing here is I'm taking advantage, and I did that on this side too, but I'm taking advantage of the mixed media that is my true love, where this has been a 6-hour project already today, if not more. What time is it? 11:15. Might be more than 6. Because you need time. You need time to think your concept through, print the paper, cut the paper, glue the paper, cook the clay, just to get this, right? And then painting. And then I did seal everything. Everything is sealed with Liquitex. This is on wood. This is my gloss varnish. They have satin, they have matte. Whatever you want. When I do wood, this is what I use. And wood and paint. I mean, you should have seen it before I put that on. And then I sealed the bottom too. Still a little tacky, so I don't want to touch it too much. But, okay, so back to the real estate portion of this. This whole thing to cover is huge. And I think it would be, first of all, you got to put yourself in your customers' and your viewers' standpoint. If this whole thing was covered with clay, I'm sure it would be beautiful. But when you can mix that with something else to break it up, especially if you're going the whimsical route, it makes such a huge difference, and you're saving on clay. This is still a huge area to cover. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff to cover here, guys. So, yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. This is turning into a 2 or 3 day project. Because it is still Sunday, Father's Day. And I might get started on rolling out the clay and stuff, but nothing that you guys need to see. So this is where our project's at right now. And then when I come back, we're going to start doing the tiles. And we're going to put down... Should I just put it down now? I don't know if I want to... I intentionally made these taller than this because I just wanted to make sure everything was covered. Oh, shoot. Oh, almost said a bad word. I need to clean my my area off here because everything's sticking to it. But, okay. I'm not going to glue this down right now. I'm going to let this all dry and hang out. I'm going to go start working on dinner for hubby. And then when I come back, we'll start doing the clay tiles. And, should I put feet on this, you guys? I have some. I have some furniture feet. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay. Oh, now I'm thinking. I don't have them down here. I would show you. They're upstairs. My whole dining room table is covered with stuff I unwrapped and I have to bring down here. Or unpackaged. Hobby Lobby. Great place to go for those types of things. Okay. I will be right back and we'll do more. Bye. Hey guys. There we go. Hey guys, it's Molly. Come on in. I'm back. It's been 2 days, but you wouldn't know that from the video clips. But I've been working away on making some tiles, and I wanted to walk through what I had so far with you. I took some new stamps that I had and used ivory and metallic cernet and mixed those together, and then I used a rose gold and copper mixed. This one's really bad, so you can see my... But, like the copper's up here, the rose gold's in here, copper's over here. So I did a whole bunch of those. And then I did the metallic, I don't know what color this is, copper from Cernet. And I went over that with this Inca Gold. Now, I buy Inca Gold when I can't find that color in my other waxes that I use. So I bought this apricot, which is a real pretty color, and I put that on top. It didn't stand out as much as I thought it would, so I was a little bummed, but they're gonna look just fine. And then I did an orange color. I'm sorry I don't have the package. And did some of these tiles. So basically with the tiles, I just take stamps to them. And then, oh, this one I used the Pearl-X Super Copper. And then I went with the apricot over a little bit of the top. I don't have a whole lot. I need to make more, and that's what we're going to do. But I wanted to get a head start. And then, if you remember our theme background, why do I keep doing that? I'm still getting used to going this way, guys. I'm sorry. I wanted to make some tiles to match that. And I don't want to use a whole lot of these, but they might be nice to break some things up. I'm going to talk about this one last. Did I already show you I took the cabochons? I think I did. So I have these to act as little tiles. I don't know how many I have, 6 or 7. And then I love how these turned out. I took the Ready Gold leaf from Michael's. I'm upside down again. Jeez, gotta stop that. Premium gold leaf from Michael's. This is so easy to work with. It's really become my go-to when I want to use gold. And just look at how those tie in together. That monitor, that picture on the monitor. And then I used paint. So I used my texture sheet on top of the gold. And then I used paint, a yellow and this apricot-y color. It's a little bit lighter than that. And what was the other color? I used 3 colors. I don't know. But after they came out, I took my red Inca Gold and got that in here just slightly. And I took my Peacock metallic wax, put that on. And then I also used coral metallic wax. Okay, so that's how I got these. Now, if you've watched my other videos, we've done this together a few times, so I hope you're okay with that. I was just on a roll, and I need a lot of tiles for this. So, anyway, okay, I want to get back to this one. So, I have this word stamp. We're going to do this one again. But I'm going to file that down a little. I was using the Cernit Metallic Turquoise, and then I took the Perlex Duo Blue Green and mica powder and put that over the top, and I love how they look, but let's see if I can find one. I already tried to clean these up a little bit, and I'm going to have to even this one out even some more. Look at this was a good example. This clay is so soft, and I want to talk about that for a minute because I tend to use Cernit Metallics a lot. I think because we're having a heat wave, now I keep my air on, but there's such a big difference with, let me put these away, with what's going on here. So, this is like bubble gum. It's ridiculous. I mean, it was just stretching. And I put it in the freezer for 10 minutes. Sometimes that helps. It didn't really help me because it got back to room temperature before, you're working with it and you're imprinting the texture sheet or the stamp, and it just gets warmer and warmer. So I'm taking another approach, and I'm going to try and leach it on a scrap piece of paper that I have. And what that means is that the oils, you got to leave it here for quite a while, but the oils should start coming out of it to help it be a little bit more easy to work with, but I can't work with it. So I grabbed some Peacock Pearl Primo. Now, it is not the exact same color, but it's okay. I'm going to use the same mica powder color on it. But I mean, beggars can't be choosers at this point. You can also mix this with another clay. But there's something about the turquoise that even the Primo is like really, really soft. And there's a dog hair in it. Okay. Now my finger's in it. So, I'm going to set this aside because that, I'm going to let it go. I mean, I'll check it this afternoon, but it's probably going to need like another day. I got to run this through again. Did you guys see my video on Facebook about my pasta machine? My brand new one that I'm not using? Oh, you got to go to Facebook and watch it. It's hilarious. So, and my Facebook will be pinned in the top comment. But yeah, go there and follow me because I post extra stuff on there all the time. Well, I'm starting to. And then I have people like Cindy that are so sweet that keep sending me, not keep sending me, she sent me two things. But it's awesome because I'm like, I feel bad you're doing my job for me. But I just love our group because we can share our different ideas and tips and everything with each other. And that's the whole point of exactly what I wanted to get out of this when I first started. So I'm just giddy over it. I just love it. So keep sharing ideas and comments and sales and giveaways and all that. Because on the Facebook, if you were on there, you saw that Joanne was selling clay online for 97 cents and 73 cents in the store for Primo. That was a good deal. And then Cindy said they're gonna, what they were out of stock on, they're gonna honor that price for her when it comes back in stock in a couple weeks. So, man, what a savings. So, when you run across an opportunity like that. Okay, so thank you, Cindy. Appreciate it so much. All right, this was in my stash, guys. And I don't use it a whole lot, but it's a Tim, why am I doing that again? Tim Holt Stampers Anonymous. And it's Way with Words, CMS 165. And I'm going to use this one right here. Now, I'm not using this to, I love the sayings on it. Be an individual, take risks, be brave, mind and heart, amaze yourself. We all make mistakes. It's what we learn from them. That should be my motto. Live your life with purpose and meaning. Be fearless. Okay, so I cut these as I was showing you earlier. You can't read what they actually say, but I think these letters are so cool, and they'll help break up all the flowers and swirls going on. So, and it's an artist's piece, right? This is going to be where somebody stores their paintbrushes, or, I mean, hopefully that's what I'm intending it for. I don't know if they will, but maybe they'll put silverware in it out on the picnic table. Who knows? Maybe they'll wish I didn't use that picture in the middle. I don't know. So, this one's on a foam, pretty thick foam, which you can, if you want, take the foam off. I haven't tried with this one. But I have successfully done that in the past so that you just have the thin rubber. Got clay on here. So that, sorry, my TV's on in the background. If you can hear it, I am sorry. Oops. And then you can pick it up to see if you really need to get in anywhere else. Oh boy, up here. There we go. Ugh. See, this is the problem if you don't put water on it. When you're working with, especially with a sticky situation. I'm just going to spray that with just some water. I always try to have a bottle of water and a bottle of alcohol right next to me on my desk, so it's an easy reach. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to roll this since I did that. I may have to go the old-fashioned way. Let me see. Oh, it's working. I thought maybe it would slip. Like a slip and slide. All right. I'm waiting for the sun to come up. It's only about 4:45 in the morning here. Within a half an hour, it'll be up. We shocked our pool. We opened it over the weekend, finally. Got the new system going. We are in Ohio, so we are in the middle of this horrible heat wave. It is 83 degrees outside right now and very humid at 4:45 in the morning. Not very Ohio-like, but I love it. All right, perfect. Let me put this away. You guys, I am like in this little tiny area. I have this huge farmhouse table with leaves, really nice, thick, heavy, like, you know, not like they make things today, like they used to make them. And I'm gonna pick this up off the paper, and it's huge. And then I have, this is 24 by 18, my glass topper, and I probably only have a third of the room available to myself. So this has to get cleaned up, but I got a lot of different clays and stuff going on, but I do have some garbage over here I need to, and scrap clay I need to figure out what to do with. So now I'm going to take, in theory, got stuck to my other clay. I'm trying to keep this piece of paper here, but I oftentimes will move it, and I'm sorry, but that glare bugs me when I watch my videos back. Maybe I should just tape it down. Well, then I won't have the glass. So this blue-green looks so cool on here. So it's a bummer I couldn't continue on with the Cernet. And the teal color was the only one I had an issue with. I mean, they're all soft. If you're gonna go to Blueberry Beads and get your Cernet, that's where you would go. They also have Primo and Souffle. But you just have to expect it to be soft, and they all are soft, every single one of them. But it's never bothered me to the point where it was deforming my pieces. And I tried to run it on a thicker setting, and that didn't do anything. I'm running a number 3 on everything. Okay. Sorry. Alright, so you guys may have noticed I have my go-to stamps that I do my tiles with. I have something in my throat. Okay, so I have my go-to cutters. Sorry, my cutters. A 1-inch Kemper square. It's not even an inch. It's 3/4 of an inch. And I have my 1.5 inch by 3/4 inch rectangle. Use this one a lot. And then I have my 1.5 by 1 cutter. And this one's really nice to cut little strips with too, because those strips will line up. Everything's the same height. So I've gotten very familiar with these, and so that's what I use. Now on the gold ones, I also used these bigger cutters. Almost 2 inches. And this is 1.5 by 2.5. Because I wanted some bigger tiles in wherever I did the gold leaf. So I already picked this up. You gotta pick it up, or you definitely will have some awkward pieces. Now you wanna, I get some waste with this, guys, just so you know. But you can just re-roll it back out. You wanna go both ways. I already did a couple. So that, and I don't think I'm gonna care. I was thinking about that, and I don't necessarily need all the writing to be upside down because it's supposed to be abstract anyway. Oh man, I'm just tight here. Okay. Do one more. You know, I got 4 sides to this thing, and I don't know when to stop. When are we going to have enough? Someone asked me how I know how many and how I fit my tiles, and if I measure. I do not measure, just like I don't read directions. Think of me what you will by that. Even though I've learned many lessons about those things. But measuring, you know, you'd be surprised how well everything fits until you get kind of just into a couple spots. And all you have to do is invest in a pair of tonic scissors is my recommendation, but you can use regular scissors. These are Tim Holtz tonics. Okay, they have 3 different sizes. They have an itty bitty, medium, and large. I've collected all of them through the past decade, and I use the large and the medium. The small ones I don't really use, so don't invest in that if you don't think you'll use them. Okay, so these are my tiles. Sorry, I was out of camera a little bit. And I'm going to put these on the tray. And think about what we're going to do next. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back, and that the turquoise color is in the oven. I have this Sculpey souffle and yellow ochre. This is the color I used on the yellow I used on the sunflower bag that I did in one of my videos, and I love it. And this is my last one, and I'm going to get more. I am not a big yellow person, but it turned out so well. So this is a great color. It's darker than the regular yellow you get with Primo. And it's worth the extra few cents to go with the souffle. So, all I did, I want to go over this. So all I did was cut the top open, and then, you know, it peels open. The way I like to cut my clay is to lay it on the long side down. And then I take my blade and I like to slice it. Now, when you're slicing it, it's going to seem like you're pushing back into the clay. In order to get a straight line, you have to kind of turn your blade a little. I don't know if you can tell. I'm trying to look at my computer while I'm doing this. So, like, I'm pushing the bottom in, and I'm also looking at the sides to see if they're even, which this one was not. But so when you get, you get a thin piece, run it through, another thin piece, run it through. Then if you have one that's too thick, no worries, don't try and cut it anymore. Just roll it out and put it in your pasta machine. Oh boy, my pasta machine's all off kilter because I didn't get it back on the right way. Okay, and just keep going. Now, here's a tip. Take a wet baby wipe, and after every color you use, and, oh gosh, turn your rollers while you're rubbing it. I also am going to take some alcohol. This is just rubbing alcohol. I got to refill my bottle. I'm going to put that on the baby wipe. Yeah, I'm hitting that. I don't really get going on my pasta machine. Okay. And then You know, alcohol dries like that. So, I have some blue in here because I did not clean my machine after I used the turquoise. So, it'll disappear though. And then you get these wonky shapes, right? Run them through together. Okay. It's falling apart because it hasn't had a chance to work yet. So I'm going to fold this one in thirds. Every time you do this, it's different. But I want to show you something. I was debating about using yellow, but I really think I need it because I want this to be a very colorful piece. So I rolled the edges in, as you just saw. And I'm going to run it through my machine. The roller's here. I'm going to run it through this way. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get this very long piece. Then, you learn to eyeball about how long, I could have went a little bit further, but about how long you have, and you roll them over themselves. I'm going to get a little bit on the end, but, okay, so I just rolled it up like that. If you feel it's too thick to put through, I am working on a number 3 on an Atlas 150. I have a piece of my hair in here now. And then you put it through. And if it's a little too long, if you're like me, you just shove it. And there you go. Now you have a pretty good square. The other thing you can do here, let's help ourselves out. Let's see if we can get this more square, right? More real estate, the better. That's not going to help. I'm going to leave a space in the middle. So when I fold this in half, let's just see what happens. Much better. Okay, this is good enough for me. So I'm going to take my wax paper, and I'm going to need 2 sheets for this one. Actually, with the souffle, it's not sticky. It's such a dream to work with. It's just putting on mica powders don't come out as nice as if you're working on Primo or Cernet. And I have not used Cernet number 1. That was the other thing you're going to see. It is very, very hard, and it's too hard for me to work with. So, I know some of you have the pounding machine, which I want to hear about once you get that, how the kneading machine, how that works. So, I mean, I can do all this. I'm fine. It's just, my patience level is like zilch. And so when I have a really hard clay to work with, I can't, and some of the Fimo, if it's not Fimo soft, is the same way too. And I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I don't have the patience for it. So that's that. All right, so that's how I take a new brick and break it up. We need to find a texture sheet. This one's fun. You know, it's always nice when you can get the bigger sheet, or the bigger texture sheet to cover the whole thing, but we'll just have to do this a few times. Great. I didn't write down. I try to write down on the back what this is. This is definitely from Cernet. And it's just fun. There's those dang spirals again that Molly likes. This is cool. This is cool. It's whimsical. Darn. See, because on this one, which I like too, that I already used, I wrote down on the back that it was Cernet Stars. This one, I didn't, but it's on Blueberry Beads, and it's $8 or $9, I think. Okay, I'm not going to spray this with water because this is souffle, and I hope that that's going to be okay. I am going to go in with my fingers, do the kitty cat pawing. Should get it in there. Then I'm going to take my brayer. Guys, I have so much more luck using my brayer. I never use my roller. I picked it up by accident the other day when I was working on something. I think it was on camera too. I'm like, what did I just do that for? I was not paying attention. That's why I did that. Oh my gosh. Look at that impression. That's going to look so cool. Now I'm going to do another one. Yeah, it's going off a little bit. That's okay. Do you know I got a new oven last month so I could put 2 trays in it? And I can. But probably because I bought it really cheap for like $75. There's no timer on it. None. $10 later, I have a little battery-operated timer. And it's magnetic, too, which is kind of nice. And I can put it in my pocket if it's cooking down here and I want to go outside. I did that on Father's Day for a little bit. But, probably overrolled that. Beautiful. Let's do this side down here, over here. Yeah, so I was not happy. Did I read before I bought it? I thought I did. I thought it was like common sense that you have a timer on an oven. So, I don't remember what it is. I'll tell you. Don't buy that one. There was like 3 for me to choose from, and I went with the cheapest. And one more. One more. Now, here's the tricky thing. I don't want to lose the yellow. And if I put mica powder on these, I got to be really careful. So I'm debating, do I bake them just kind of naked and then, look at that, how perfect that looks. And then worry about, uh-oh, hold on. Okay, I'm coming. If I forget to fast forward that, I'm so sorry when I go back to edit it. Okay, those are out of the oven, the turquoise ones. And I left it on, so these will be ready. I don't want to forget to pick this up. Yeah, so what was I saying? So, but what color would I put on it? Or do I leave it just like this and put a high gloss on it? Quick shine. So here, let me test a corner over here that we're not going to be able to use anyway. This is yellow Pearl X. It's the exact same color, but it adds a little shine. And then I have OR Brilliant. Oh, I'm reading a different language. Brilliant Gold. Ooh, that looks pretty. Let me put the yellow away. And we'll use this. And then that way, it won't take away from the yellow, but it'll add some highlights, just soft, light highlights. See that? But it didn't change the color because this one's not done yet. Okay. I love when a plan comes together. So, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to make you sit through me doing this. So, I'm going to fast forward and then I'm going to cut these up. Okay, I'm back again. Let me show you what I've done. So, I took blue rhinestones and put them in between the squares and then on the front and, you know, on all the sides. Everything is finished being tiled. And then I don't have it right here. I think it's 3.2 millimeters of this gold rhinestone chain I had. And I used that as my filler. And I used the B7000 to glue it in. When you're gluing beads on stuff like this, you want to make sure you get the gold and silver bottle. The silver and black and the silver and red B7000 is not as strong. So, and it's not that expensive. I think it's $7 or $8. And if this is a big tube, this is almost 4 ounces, 3.7 ounces. So, that's my recommendation for that. I think this came out good. I am not sure of the yellow being so bright. And I may take some wax to them, which did look more like the gold foil ones. So I have to think on that. So the next step is, and I'm going to do this with you. Trying to think of what color I want to use. I want to put stickles in. I have copper or gold. Or rose gold. The copper and rose gold are so close. Let me use the copper. So what I'm going to do is, where these areas were too small to get anything in, I like to just fill them in with some stickles. Now, stickles takes some time to dry. Oh, shoot, I wish I would have showed you something before I did this. That's okay. And you don't have to fill every single nook and cranny. I mean, I'm pretty good with where this is at. It helps even out when some of your stuff didn't come out completely straight. Okay, so I gotta get that little guy. Yeah, I stuck my hand in it. What else is new? And then you can always just wipe it off if you get a little bit over where you wanted to go. So I think that that'll be pretty, having the stickles in there. Now, what I was going to tell you. So I'm going to set this aside. And then one of my rhinestones fell off right here. It's on my hand. I need to stop playing with this. Okay, I'm setting this aside. Well, I'll put it right here because I found these feet that I've had. And I wonder if I should put them on here. I wasn't going to do the feet. Then I was just going to do like a 1.5-inch wood ball. You know, that has a flat top on it. But now I think I want to do this. This yellow's driving me nuts a little bit. I feel like I'm kind of at McDonald's. You know, you never know how things are going to work out here. But, yeah, so I think I'm going to spray paint these and then put on my Americana black lamp acrylic. And then maybe do the bottom or maybe just this ring here in gold or in a gold leaf paint. And maybe put some rhinestones around. Because this is a bigger box and these would work. And I have them. Oh, look what they have. It's too bad they're too big for this side because I don't want to put it on this way. Yeah, I don't want to put it on that way. I want to put it on this way. But these are too big. Okay. I'll have to figure that out. So I gotta get to work. So started this Sunday. It's Wednesday. And I need to stop touching this. That's what I really need to do. I need to just let everything dry. So this is a good time to stop. So I'm not sure if I'm going to come back with the feet or if this is going to be the end of the video because you'll see the finished product. So stay tuned on that, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hey guys, I'm coming back in person to show you the end result. I just think it'll be easier this way. Before I do that, it's been requested that you meet my partner in crime, Mo. He's a little nervous because the way this camera is, he's not sitting on my lap. So this is Mo, and he is a 10-year-old toy poodle with very long legs, and he was born with, he has eyes, but he doesn't have anything inside of them. So he has been in complete 100% black, blind since he was born. So he gets around pretty well, but he does stay in a pen down here with me. And I mean, he's upstairs with us and outside with us. I just brought him in, so I thought, hey, I was going to record this, so I was going to sit down, and he is the sweetest dog ever. My groomer loves him. I have another toy poodle, Bindi, who's the police, and she's the most ferocious dog. She only weighs 5 pounds. Mo's bigger. He weighs about 12. So, anyway, say hi. Say hi. Okay, I'm going to put him back in his pen, and then we're going to finish this project. Coming. Okay. If I didn't have so much crap in here, I'd get back here probably in half the time. Okay, so I wanted to show you the box because it's done. I have been working on so much stuff this week because of a live sale that my friend is hosting with like 10 of my items tonight. And I took the day off. I took a PTO day, and John and I are running around, and he ran to the pool store to get our water tested. And I'm just taking advantage of the quiet time to jump on here because I want to get this done and posted for you. So, I gotta check my... I just thought it'd be easier on here because it's so big. So, you've pretty much seen this. I did end up doing feet. And they're, oh my goodness. I have to do some touch up a little bit. But, I I found these mushroom feet, and I got 8 of them in a pack. And I really like them, but the bottoms are getting scuffed up already. So, but that's what I put on the bottom. And then Michael's had this 1/4 inch, it's just a shy of a 1/4 inch jute cord twine. So I put those in, cut them, then cut them off as handles. Now, they said it was going to be white, and I did same day delivery. I know. But it's not white. It doesn't match 100%. But I don't care. You know why? I'm keeping this to put all my waxes in. And I'm oh God, I'm out of the camera again. I'm just not going to sell it. I love this storage box so much, as is the substrate and as for how the storage goes. I hate how this turned out color-wise. I even took waxes and put them over the yellow so that they blended in better with the gold, and it's not working for me. My gut did not, I don't know what it was. But I'm not thrilled. I'm just not thrilled. So this little guy's going to go on my desk, and I'm going to put my waxes in upside down. Hold on. So, because I think we all say this. I'm continuing to clean out and organize. Well, this is going to be a first step. So they'll fit in here like this. And then I can see the colors at the top. And then I still have this whole other side to fill. And maybe I'll put some paintbrushes in this side or scissors. I don't know yet. I really don't know. But, yeah, so this is how it ended up. And I just don't like it. And that's okay. I don't expect everything to be perfect. I never will. Speaking of not being perfect, I think for our next project, I'm not sure if it'll be the next one or not, but coming up soon, I want to attempt another book. I did go to Michael's and buy the same book that I had bad luck with the hinges breaking off. And I learned a lesson, and that's, you try and again until you figure it out. And that's why I'm able to pass along so many good tips, because I learned the hard way. And that's where a lot of my tips come from. And they may not be the popular opinion either. And I'm okay with that. This is just Molly's way. But I think I want to do another book. And I think I want to do it right. So anyway, I'm spinning on. But that's where I think we're going to go next. So I'll take a better picture of this so that you guys can see it a little bit better. And I'll be back soon with another video. I hope you all had a great week, and I hope you're all going to have a great weekend. Bye.